is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a video titled What I Love Eating at KFC, full stop. Either we're being teased with the idea of a mukbang coming back, or somebody's fresh out of Christmas ideas. It is, as is always the case with Amber's content, universally disliked. The top comments: tell TomTom to get her dog's nails trimmed instead of buying you Funko Pops and pizza. That feels like a spoiler. So, random clips cause you're back home and don't want us to know Fed Bundy chucked you out. Fed Bundy. That's creative. The house, the kitchen, the tree and the driveway, everything looks like the Kentucky era. And posting random old clips from around Halloween is not Vlogmas, Amber. It's supposed to be what is currently happening now and Christmas related. We all know you are not in Wisconsin anymore. Now, I will admit, part of me thinks she's not anyway. She'd been there for about a month. I think she's home. And I think she's waiting, with what little content she has left and eking it out for as long as she can, to admit she's not got her cat Rarity and she went back to Oklahoma. I'm expecting it. I think I may have mentioned it in a couple videos. At this point, it's all up in the air. So let's dive right in and see where these comments have validity. Yes? Okay.
Hello, welcome to another Vlogmas. I cannot believe, even though Vlogmas has been kind of hectic, let's be real. Vlogmas has gone by so fast so far.
I'm not sorry in the slightest for doing that. You said hectic, I had to do it. And I'm going to do it every single time you say it. In this video especially. You say it's gone by fast, and yes it has. I will admit, I didn't realise we were 10 days in. I'm actually quite happy about that. Because I want to give my nieces and nephews their gifts. Yeah, I want to enjoy a nice fat roast. That's what you do. And drink heavily. But how's it gone by fast for you when you've not made any content in the month of December? We know you're relying on older clips. You started the month by doing it. There might be some random bits here and there where you are in December, sure, but it's a rant at the camera blaming your audience for your failings. So do tell me, what is hectic about somebody working for at most an hour of a 24-hour day, not finding their cat for the remaining 23 hours of that day, and doing sod all instead, while binge-watching haters and podcasts?
I feel like as I've gotten older, the days just go by quicker. I don't know. And have you all been hearing about those UFOs in the sky? Girl.
The saying goes, time flies when you're having fun, which raises a number of questions with regards to the way your life is currently going, since your priorities are supposed to be regarding your cat. Apparently you're having too much fun and not putting in the grind. I say this from experience of losing a loved one. Time slows down. It really does. With regards to the UFO stuff, I don't care. At this point, they can take over. I'd like an XCOM style thing to happen on this planet. I think it would resolve a lot of indignation, yes, and ideological problems.
Anyways, hello, welcome to a new Vlogmas. So I normally brush my hair after I shower, but I'm not going to today. I just have a lot to do and it's not fully like on my top priority list. And I do want to recommend this deodorant. It's Dove Advanced Care Dry Spray. Literally the best. Like 10 out of 10 recommend.
You occasionally show us things and recommend items you use, and that's fine. I highly recommend that everyone buy themselves a single malt and enjoy it. Or a bar of chocolate, preferably the chocolate. I've often wondered though when you do this, much like with the torrid hauls, the Amazon hauls, whether you were going to consider a path down the TikTok tat shop stuff, a QVC channel of your own. I mean, you've got to make money somehow. Your views are tanking remarkably quickly. Not as quickly as a drama channel that falls apart, but close enough.
Okay, so I just gathered, I think, hopefully all of my jewelry from around the house. I had jewelry everywhere, literally. Sometimes I'll just be like sitting there and I'm like, oh, these hoops are annoying me. Let me just take them off. So I'm gonna like figure out all my jewelry. This is all the jewelry that I just had laying like next to the bed, on the nightstand, some in the bathroom, and a pair on the kitchen table.
Okay, so I get it. You are a bit messy. Quite messy, because you don't put things back where they belong. But that's what happens when you get comfortable with somebody and make it seem like you're living with them. It's inevitable, really, isn't it? I think many would have much rather seen you, instead of you talking about leaving stuff laying around, perhaps made it a video to go hunting for your jewellery in separate rooms. Now, of course, to do this, you will require consent from Tommy to film in the hallways and not in the basement you inhabit. But as a creator, I'm an ideas person for you. You are a vlogger. Why don't you show us some Christmas decorations? Perhaps decorate something yourself. It's not the worst idea in the world. Or go to a Christmas market, if you have the money for it. Or forgo all of this and go look for your cat. I'm going to be a little bit picky here and say that if you're going to do something like this with no commentary on it, at least put some music on. Maybe that's something you could do. Invest in a hobby. Buy yourself an instrument and write your own jingles. Get a keyboard, a recorder, maybe an ocarina or a French horn. And I'm going with things you blow into because I don't think you could sit there with a guitar on your lap. You don't have the space for it. You're dainty. Not that dainty though.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave my rings out and I'm gonna leave this pair of earrings out for the next outfit that I wear. All right, so all my jewelry is back to being organized. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby?
I'm gonna presume the animals will feature a little bit more in the video because otherwise one of the comments we earlier saw won't make much sense yet.
Okay, so I was just doing some things around the house and I ordered some KFC. So what I always get in my standard is I get a famous bowl, but with no chicken. Chunks of chicken from KFC, no, no, no. So in replace for that, I get a wing. I love a crispy wing. It's like one of my favorites. I do not get a drink from there, so I just have a cherry Coke Zero.
So the famous bowl is about 730 calories. If we're going to take, say, maybe 100 grams of chicken out, we'll take it down to 600 calories. Total fat, 35 grams. Sodium, 2,498 milligrams. The total fat is 45%, by the way. Just a thing. That's a bit high. The sodium is 109%. A single wing, let's say the bone removed, is 14% of your daily intake for saturated fat. Total fat still 14%, and your sodium an additional 7%. You get some protein though, so there's that, right? Okay. You're not doing well on the being a dainty thing, are you? And I could believe you only ordered this. I really can, because the bag didn't look that full. I just wanted to highlight the famous bowl because that is a lot of salt. It's just water weight, guys. Only ever water weight.
Which is one of my favorite drinks right now besides Sprite Zero. So famous bowl is literally, if you guys don't know, which I'm sure everyone does, mashed potatoes, gravy, cheese, corn, and it comes with chicken, but I'm telling you, years and years ago, their chicken in the famous bowl was crispy and dry and delicious. Now it's like not crispy and it's like juicy and it gives me the creeps, So
this is where there's a divide in some people. You prefer your chicken dry. I don't. I grew up on dry chicken. It was so bad I couldn't leave the table to go get a glass of water or a beaker of water to help wash it down because it was so dry. I can't do that. I prefer chicken that has a bit of juice to it. Crispy on the outside, sure. I'm sure there's a reason why this is such a deal. Actually, while we're at it, let's do some audience participation. Do you prefer your chicken dry, or do you prefer it juicy? Now, of course, someone's going to be pedantic enough and say, well, it depends on the context. I'm going to now provide the context. Here, in fast food, there you go. If someone wants to now say, oh, I like my roast like this, don't bother. I don't get enough comments anyway. I will see it. I will criticize you.
So if anyone cares, which no one does, when I eat a wing, I always eat this part first. Not the whole thing. Just like that. If you drink diet soda and you've never had the cherry Coke Zero, please try it.
Couple things. Firstly, I don't eat chicken wings. I think they're pointless. I don't eat fast food. Also pointless. I don't drink fizzy drinks. See the first two and apply here. I want to highlight something here. This is the vague area where your thumbnail resides. Cool. It's a intentionally clicky, baity thing where you are implying a mukbang of sorts, right? And then you tease with a bit of eating by doing Nontent. I will maintain that nothing you've produced so far or released in the month of December, because we don't know when it was produced really, has been worthy of the title of content. It's why the thumbnails all have, when I've covered your video so far, Nontent Vlogmas on them. Because that's what they are. Nothing has changed so far. And let's face it here, Amber, you are putting in more effort eating that wing than you have been making any video or finding your cat, which tells us where your priorities reside. Now, if you're as much like Chantal as I think you are, where's the bonus wings?
Okay, so I was literally just sitting here editing, going through some of my clips, and I actually have really old clips that I haven't shown, so I'm just gonna put them here.
What were you editing, Amber? You've done nothing in this video so far. You padding this video out is why people in your comments think you're already back in Oklahoma. I'm wondering if it was Tommy that dropped you off, or Fed Bundy. Was it Fed Bundy? Yeah, that person. Or whether it was your mother coming to pick you up. Maybe she'll get a fridge magnet, if she's really lucky.
Oh, this baby loves me. And I love you. Oh, yawn. Okay. Is that just the sweetest baby?
It's just a little boy.
He's so handsome. Oh, baby kisses.
Amber here is 100% correct. That dog, that pupper, is absolutely adorable. Fed Bundy, though, does need to take the dog to get nails trimmed, at the very least, because if the dog doesn't spend enough time outside wearing the nails down, they will curl. They look a little bit long.
Okay, you guys, so I'm about to try eggnog for the first time ever. Do you like eggnog?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Quick Trip has good eggnog, too.
Alright. Here we go. Ew!
It's not actually egg. Okay.
But it smells so bad. Okay, ready?
Think of it as like a chai milkshake.
It's not bad, but it's like I can only have like a small quantity at once. Of course. I give it like a
It's really good if you eat it with
Wait.
shortbread cookies.
Oh, is it?
Like the Lorna Doones. That's my dad's.
I love a Lorna Dune. Oh my god, I'm not wearing a bra right now.
This now feels like you're putting together a compilation of your greatest hits from your time in Wisconsin, where ultimately in each of these clips so far you have done nothing. Which is why the next clip is a bit of a swerve, because you're doing something that you might well argue to be a form of exercise. It also is interesting because it's not inside. That interests me, because so far the only thing you've really shown us has been indoors, or inside vehicles where there's been no discernible signage to indicate outdoorsy or where you are, where you've gone.
Oh, no! That way, that way, that way!
I was going to put on a crappy American accent and say that what we have here is a real hard 10-minute workout. Chances are she was just asked to have a crack at it for a bit and see how it looked on video, and I'll echo the word forgot to release it. I'm going to maintain I think she's back home now. I think she went home and ditched her cat.
Play and all that glitter is gold. Only shooting stars. Break the mold. All that glitter is gold. Hi.
Librarian Lynn, hello.
Sometimes when a couple get married, right, they put together these little videos, compilations of their time together, building up to the big day. This feels like a weak-tea attempt at trying to show everyone their love, but not featuring on camera the partner as much. That's interesting, because you've gone to bat for Tommy. You've read statements that were clearly written by Tommy. Tommy has been heard in the background, but we have to boost the audio to hear Tommy. I'm kind of curious just how much Tommy's involved and how much you're in control.
See, I can run, folks. Hectic.
I think I might have seen, in my lifetime, going in reverse, a sleeping baby go faster. But, based on the standards of somebody who was once a quarter-ton princess, now on their path to glory in fact, towards a half-ton heifer, this may well in fact count as Usain Bolt territory.
So my favorite snack is carrots and ranch, but I didn't have carrots. I had this pizza, and I didn't have ranch, but I had the Cool Ranch Doritos. That's one of those things where it's funnier. Like, not. Like, never mind. Baby.
I can't tell if in the background if Tommy is laughing or getting giggity because of the idea of being crushed by the person carrying an extra pound from eating that junk.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed those random clips. I don't even know. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this mini vlogmas. I am a little bit busy today, so I didn't have much time to film, but I did try to get some filming in for you guys, so I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
You've been saying in a lot of your videos in December that you are very busy, or to use the word correctly, things are a bit hectic. For you, that is, according to you. But you never show anything. You assert it. So many within your audience, and many that are detractors, look at this and go, no, this is not true. You're just BSing your way through something. If you are busy right now, it could well be because you were travelling back to the Sooner State from the Badger State. It's equally possible you're still in Wisconsin, but your comments, I'm inclined to believe that they may have a point here. You're not exactly a role model for consistency when your own consistency is falling apart. Your inconsistency, I guess, is the consistency. And I'm not surprised you didn't use any of the clips you showed us, because a lot of those were bait. And you need to use those when you have virtually nothing going on, so as to encourage the haters to respond and drive up that engagement. That's why you get so many comments.
Mary Moistmas, ew.
Maggie Moistmas.
Hectic, 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 hectic.